Wow, the packaging looks really nice and slick. This should be the Raspberry Pi computer. This should be the manual. It should teach me how to set up the Raspberry Pi. This should be the USB cable. A heat sink with the fan attached. An SD card. What it says here, Raspbian. Screwdriver. A Type-C card reader. Not sure what it does. Should be the case. Comes with two HDMI cable. That's all in the box. Alright, I got all the packaging for the individual item removed and laid everything out nicely. This should be a USB Type-C power supply. It's a UK type, just the correct one we use here in Singapore. Power switch to on and off. It's two HDMI cable. It's a micro HDMI to a full-size HDMI. This model of LABIST starter kit I got came with this fan attached with a heatsink. I got this particular set because I read that the Raspberry Pi does heat up quite a fair bit and this particular heatsink and fan works really good. I will need to read out on the assembly instruction first before I start assembling. I won't want to damage anything and most of this part looks small and a bit fragile. How to install the case. And it's a 6-step instruction. Let me read this. I've read the instruction manual. Let's get started. First thing first, let's get this Raspberry Pi 4 computer out of the box. First thing first will be to get these 3 thermal pads stick onto the chips. Alright, I'm done with the thermal pads. Now I need to get this Raspberry Pi into the box. There's already the socket all cut out nicely, so I just need to line all this up and put it in. Just fits nicely in. Let's get this fan in. There's a cutout here. Most likely this is for the GPIO. Comes with 5 screws for the fan to attach to the case. Alright, I'm done with installing it to the case. Okay, I'm going to connect the fan to the GPIO port. I'm going to use this quiet cooling mode, which is over here. It says it's a 3.3 volt. It says here, connect the red wire to the GPIO pin 1 and the black wire to GPIO pin 6. So the red wire to pin 1, black wire pin 6. Alright, I think I'm done. Read the SD card. It says here Raspbian, so I believe the OS is pre-installed. Need to find the slot, slot it in. I'm done. This actually comes with 2 cases and you can replace, I believe you can replace this, and the one that comes with it is with ventilation. I'm gonna go with this. This looks nicer and I hope it helps with the ventilation. Okay, power this guy up. Alright, I got a monitor, keyboard and mouse all set up here. Let's boot up the Raspberry Pi. Need to connect to the power switch first. It's really quite quiet if you can hear. So you can see now, this is the fan noise at 3.3 volt. Putting it nearer to the Raspberry Pi. You can hear it's actually quite soft. Going slightly further, you don't really hear much sound. Alright, it's all boot up. From here on, I think everything should be quite straightforward with instruction from the on-screen display. So once you get the Raspberry Pi all set up, there's a couple of on-screen instructions you have to follow. Things like choosing of the languages, updating of the software, connection to your Wi-Fi network. I didn't get all this recorded as I didn't have any video recording software running on the Raspberry Pi. So anyway, I got my Raspberry Pi all set up and ready to go. It's now time to try out some real life project with it. Do drop me any comments on some nice project that I could try out, nothing too hard as I'm just starting out. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.